We are down to day 17 of the World Cup, and this actually marks, the final day of group stage fixtures. This is also the final group stage games taking place, Group J, and everything looks set for the round of 32. But of course, we've still got some games here that could decide, what could be in the next round. And Victor, talking about the defending champions, Argentina, are we surely expecting one-way traffic against Jordan?
I think it's all going to be up to Messi. Firstly, if he plays, because he might get rested, obviously. And secondly, because we also know he's not really one to chase records, but he breaks them regardless because he's that damned good. So I think if Messi plays and if he is on song, then yes, absolutely a thrashing. But otherwise, I think an easy, simple win will do for Argentina. I am backing the first option.
Fair enough. And speaking about Jordan themselves, already eliminated though, but they could make some history by becoming the lowest ranked side, to beat the defending champions. Is there a slight chance, the slightest chance that it can happen?
Mm, I mean, even if Messi is not playing, there's still Nico Pass that, as I know, recovered from the injury and he can play this game. And everybody else, like substitute players, Alvarez that wasn't starting for the previous games, they all need some. I mean, they all need to prove themselves, and most of them are trying to find a new team this summer, so they better show up. Yeah, it's the games against Jordan, but nobody cares if you score like a brace. It's still a World Cup race, no matter who you're playing. So I feel like this game is going to be pretty much as easy as the first two for Argentina, and probably they're scoring more. But I feel like if they're going to rotate heavily, Jordan can still score because they didn't look that terrible in the first two games. One of them they could have even won, but doesn't matter. But I still feel like Argentina is scoring at least three and going past Jordan.
Fair point. And then, Victor, I'll just give some context into this question because it's something that's been making the rounds on social media. So some fans are against, the format behind how FIFA do their old third best place thinking. And when you consider that Paraguay, Australia, both sides needed a draw, and they literally played like they were best friends and just passed the ball to each other and played a goalless draw. The same thing can happen here because if both Algeria and Austria get a draw, both of them will go through. What kind of fixture should we expect here? And do you think there's anything FIFA can do to stop this?
Well, maybe expand to 64 teams and then we have a clean format again. Or, yeah, I mean, they've dug themselves this hole, honestly. And I absolutely hate it when this happens, whether it's Euros or World Cup or whatever. It's not okay. I'm hoping that for once it does not come to pass, but I'm already certain I will be disappointed. It it's just such a fitting end for such an uninspiring group to end with an uninspiring result. And yeah, a draw, unfortunately, it probably will happen.
Hmm. Yeah, right. I mean, we pretty much called this with Paraguay, Australia as well, and they did not disappoint. But anyways, Max, are both Algeria and Austria deserving to be in the knockouts in your opinion?
I mean, after the first game, I probably wouldn't say so because both Austria and Algeria didn't really convince me. But in the second game, actually, Austria looked good against Argentina for their margin, I'd say, and against the side like Argentina, they could have equaled that a couple of times. But Algeria, even against Jordan, I didn't really see something special from them. And the fact that probably these teams are going to play a nil-nil draw again, as we saw a couple of days ago, and both going to qualify. But here, I feel like there is a little chance that Austria is not really caring about Algeria, just go and score three and finish with 6 points. But probably is going to be another nil-nil trash game, and we're all going to head to the playoffs finally.
Fair point. And then finally, Victor, both predictions for either games.
I don't really agree with the nil-nil. I do agree with the draw for Algeria, Austria, unfortunately. So I'm going to say BTT as in both matches.
Okay. Max, yes.
I feel like Nico Pass is scoring or assisting in this game.
Hmm. Interesting. And then finally, score predictions, Victor, Jordan, Argentina.
1-5.
Max, yes.
I was scared if you are going to steal my score, but no, 4-1 to Argentina.
And then, of course, Algeria, Austria, Victor.
Yeah, 1-1.
Access.
I hope 2-0 Austria, but I'm going to say 0-0 again.
Okay. And this marks the final round of group stage action, because in our next video, we'll already be focused on the round of 32 proper. And it's pretty much interesting to see how the final round of 32 games will look like, because of course, this group is pretty much straightforward in how to end. But of course, there might be some impact on maybe the third place sides and whatnot. As usual, we'll be sure to give all the final development after the group stage has been concluded.